Hi everybody, so this is the first race I've done this week. We're in the Cayman GT4 at Silverstone. Not sure how it's going to go, I haven't had that much practice, but I've managed to put it in 4th position. So we're just coming up to start finish. The pace car's already gone in. I don't know why this guy's lagging behind, and they're off. So this guy lagging behind sort of caught us out there slightly. Had a guy to my right there. Yeah, not sure why the guy ahead of me was hanging back so much, but it's let the guys up ahead just get away slightly. So, just got to try to close the gap a bit. Got this guy behind me. Just ignore him for now. Keep concentrating on the guys up ahead instead. So here we go, starting to create a bit of a gap behind. Hopefully I'll be able to close this back up front. And one of the things that I'm sort of thinking about in the back of my mind is that the last few races that I've had in this series, it's been really important to save your tyres. So if we hang back a bit, use this guy to pull us around the track and conserve our tyres a bit, it should put us in a better position towards the end of the race. So not getting on the throttle as hard as I normally would, trying to minimise sharp movements and sliding in the car as much as I can. Staying quite nicely behind this guy, which is exactly what we want. The other two up ahead are not that far down the road, so as long as we stay roughly in contention with them, I think we're in a good position. So to be honest, I feel like I could actually be going a little bit faster than this guy in front of me. Slightly feel like I'm being held up, but at the same time, I want to save my tyres as much as possible, really. Also, he is the #1 ranked driver, so maybe he's just doing exactly what I'm doing, which is to try to preserve his tyres a bit. Okay, well, created a big gap to the guy behind, so that's good. Just need to be careful with the guys up ahead that they don't actually make a real breakaway. I'm staying behind this guy at the moment, just thinking that hopefully he can just pull us around the track. We can take it easy on our tyres, but obviously if he does drop off the pace and let them go, then we've got more of an issue then. Slightly understeering out there. I find this is a really tricky track. If you get one corner wrong, because of the way it flows into other corners, you can sometimes have it throw you off the next corner and then throw you off the next corner, and you end up completely messing it up. I also find corners like this one here, you have to get a real late apex on it. I see a lot of people in practice sessions going way too early into that and going out wide. In this corner you have to kind of completely slow down the car to get through the chicane as much as you can. Try to get on the power here, but at the same time the car starts to try to rotate.
Okay, Paul, keep that under pressure. You'll make a mistake. The leader has just done a 212.
So all four of us are still pretty close together. Pace feels good. That was 2:12.9, which is really fast pace, I think. So yeah, I think we're going well. We're keeping our tyres hopefully safe. I think we just need to keep doing what we're doing. So you can see out that corner there, I could have gone flat out immediately, but actually eased it in. You'll notice no traction control kicked in, and that's kind of what I'm looking to do to try to preserve the tyres, is not spin up the tyres as much as possible. Same with this really, you could attack this a lot more aggressively. Slight bit of traction control kicked in there. This one's a tricky one to try to get out of without it coming on, but we managed to do it there. So you should be able to see my throttle inputs aren't quite as aggressive as they normally would be. Sort of half throttling a lot of the time, and sort of late getting on the throttle on the exits. And it's just all about minimising the amount of tyre wear we're going to incur. As you can see, the track tends to go left and right a lot. It's paramount that your tyres are gripping well, otherwise you really struggle on this track, I think. So I took a later apex into that, and I think I gained about 2/10. So it's definitely a track. Ooh, as I dived a bit too deep into that. I was going to say it's a track that definitely benefits from slow in, fast out, and on some of these corners benefits from a much later apex than you think. It's an example of if you push a little bit too hard into one, it kind of compromises your entry into the next. So I just had a look to see how long we got left, and surprised to see we got about 34 minutes left. So normally this series, the race is only 30 minutes long, so there must be something different with this race this week, that it's actually a much longer race. I didn't realise that. So I presume it's probably about 40 to 45 minutes or so. So even though I was just saving my tyres anyway, I think it's even more important to save your tyres if it's going to be this long. It says 31 minutes left now, so yeah, crazy. So I presume these guys ahead of me knew that, and that's why they've been quite cautious on their tyres potentially. But yeah, this could really be a test of who can make their tyres last to the end. Considering normally in the 30-minute race the tyres are pretty worn out, in 45 minutes it's going to be a real test towards the last stages of the race. So we've got the gap back down to half a second. Nice to see the other two guys up ahead still within reach, basically. Makes me think, if we can hold on to our tyres at the end of the race, who knows, the leader that's been pushing really hard could just fall off the track.
Wasting time behind this guy. Get your elbows out and get around him.
Slight slide there, just noticing the tyres are just starting to slip a bit. Hopefully we can keep that under control though. Once again, my late apex seemed to do the trick there, close the gap a bit. Oh, bollocks. So I think I was just carrying too much speed into that. Actually, what I noticed was I went into 5th gear there, whereas I don't normally go into 5th. And I think that slightly threw me off my braking point, so unfortunately I've hit this guy. Which I'm sorry to him for, because basically there was no fault on his part there. It was completely me missing my braking point. So he's definitely got some damage, looking at the back of his car. I think I probably will have some damage as well on mine. Whether it will be that bad from a driving point of view, it will probably just mean that I'm losing a bit of top end speed. Probably similar with him, to be honest. But yeah, the real unfortunate thing there is actually that we've let the leader in the 2nd place get away. Because they're now like 9.3 down the road. So I'm just being cautious now, just you don't know quite how the car's gonna drive if you have got damage. Could be all over the place a bit, and it looks like he's sliding quite a lot. So I don't know if that's because he's got rear damage that's causing that, or just his tyres are already a bit wasted. We've got about 25 minutes to go, so there's a long way to go to the end of this race. My car's understeering quite a lot there, so whether I've got front downforce issues because of the damage, I don't know. It looks like he's got rear downforce issues. His car's sliding quite a lot. So I noticed he took quite a wide line there. I wonder if that's just because he was trying to not scrub his tyres too much. Either that, or he's purposely going defensive here. Got an opportunity here. Here we go.
Still there.
Alongside me. I think we're through. Okay, so I really need to try to make a breakaway now. I need to push pretty hard, see if I can get that gap over a second so that he can't do what I was doing to him, which is just sit in my draft. Obviously we still got quite a long time to go till the end of the race, so what I don't want to do is basically blow my tyres and then have him be able to attack me back. A bit of understeer there slightly. Okay, so the gap's currently 0.4 and ultimately he's in our draft, so I need to really try to get some good speed through these corners. So it looks like he pushed a little bit wide there, and we've managed to get the gap up to about 0.8.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left. You've used half your fuel.
Okay, so the gap's over a second now, so he shouldn't be getting too much of a draft from us. So I have to be careful not to completely burn these tyres out, but I am sort of questioning whether I can get my pace up enough to start catching the guys up ahead potentially. Still getting quite a bit of understeer, so I definitely think the damage has done something to the car. So I think he knows that he has to close this gap. He seems to be pushing pretty hard. He's got the gap back down to 0.8 now. Down to 0.7. So it seems that I'm sort of gaining a couple of tenths on him and then he's gaining a couple of tenths on me. But he's still got me under the second marker at the moment, which means that he'll be getting an advantage on every straight. So the gap is still closing on me, unfortunately. I'm also noticing that the guys up ahead of me are actually pulling away slightly, which suggests that the damage that we've got is impacting us so much that we're not able to actually catch them. And yeah, in that moment there, he's completely closed the gap down. The car's starting to squirm around a lot now. The real risk I've got here is that I'm burning my tyres up, trying to get away from him. He's sitting in my toe, and yeah, if I keep doing this, then there's a real chance that I'm just going to fall off the track and he's going to be able to capitalise. So gap's down to 0.5 now, 0.4. Completely messed that up there. He's got a bit of a run on me.
Don't let this guy distract you.
So I could go more defensive here, but to be honest, it's probably better for me just to stay in his draft. I don't think we're going to be able to catch the leaders anyway, so let's make him do all the hard work, and yeah, hopefully we can try to get him towards the end. So you can see a big slide from him there. He's obviously having trouble with his tyres too. So I think he's going to try to do what we did, which is just try to make a breakaway now. So we just got to stay with him as much as we can. Ooh, just slightly gone on the grass there. He's trying to break the toe down the straight. I'm pretty sure iRacing doesn't even actually take that into consideration. I think it's just a gap thing. Okay, so I've just got to be careful that he doesn't manage to get that gap over a second. Otherwise, we'll lose our advantage behind him. Putting him under some pressure now. Kind of hoping that he's actually going to make a mistake, to be honest. Just got under 5 minutes. It's when I attack is the question. So I basically want to attack at a point where he's got no chance of coming back at me. Definitely seems to be struggling a bit.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
He's going defensive again.
On your right. Right side's clear.
Try to get a bit of a cut back. Didn't really work as well as I thought that would. Okay, got a good run on them here. Nowhere really I can go though. Try to get a good run out here perhaps.
Alright, well, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
Okay, so we're coming up to just about 2 minutes left, so now's the time that I want to start really attacking. Probably got a couple of laps left really. He's sliding.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. P4.
Right, we're all over him. Surely we can find a way through here. He's gone for his defensive line again.
Car left. Clear left.
Sort of completely blocked me off there. There wasn't really anywhere I could actually go. Gap's closed right down again. Oof, nearly went in the back of him. Right, need to get a better exit out here if I can. Having a little look, I think unfortunately my damage is just knocking my top end speed, so I'm not really getting much of a run on him, even in his slipstream, but sort of tempted to try to send it there, but he's sort of gone wide anyway, so we've got another chance here. I just can't really send a car in there. I think it would just cause us having another collision. Kind of all over the place, try to get a better run out of here. I just can't get on the power, unfortunately. There was definitely a chance there. Okay, I think this might be the last lap.
Consistency. Keep on coming.
See what we can do here. Try to get a much better run out this time. It's much better. Although he's still just edged away. I slightly spun up the rear wheels there.
Left.
He's weaving all over the place, trying to defend. See if we can close the gap through here. Push slightly wide there. Tyres just don't want to grip. So unfortunately we could have really done with having a good run out of that. Basically an opportunity would have been to send it up the inside up here, but we're just too far back. Right behind him. He's gone defensive. He's gone deep. Just see what I can do here. See if I can get past him. It's just not going to happen.
V4. That's the end of the race.
And there we go.
Next time.
So perhaps I should have attacked a bit earlier, maybe. That might have got us the third place, but either way it was a good battle. The guy fought really well. Fourth place, not too bad, still a good result. And yeah, I'll have to try this race again, although pretty long race, pretty tiring towards the end. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.